other. Bruce always liked to work in real close, and he would occasionally hurt somebody. And so we went through a lot of stuntmen, a lot of them that didn't want to work on the show, you know.
Welcome to Bruce Lee Real Fight channel. Hello everyone, Happy New Year! Today marks the end of 2023, and here we have a very interesting story about Bruce Lee. This tale comes straight from Vance Williams, a good friend of Bruce Lee and co-star on the Green Hornet TV series back in the 60s. According to Vance, Bruce had a unique way of approaching filming. In his quest for realism, he unintentionally ended up hurting a few stuntmen on the Green Hornet set. This left the extras pretty afraid of Bruce Lee's martial arts skills, making them scared to work with him. The camera, the stuntman, the director, or even Van couldn't see Bruce Lee's movement at all. Van also spilled the beans on Bruce Lee's lightning fast speed. He said Bruce Lee was too fast. He was so fast that the director had to ask him to slow down for the camera. His movements were too fast, leaving everyone, including the camera crew, stuntman, the director, and even Van himself, struggling to keep up with his incredible speed.
I was trying to think back on it. I don't think I met Bruce until the press party. Adam introduced us both, and we were there, and that's the first time I'd met Bruce, and we really didn't have much time to sit down and talk or anything else, but I liked him from the moment I met him. He was really a very personable guy. I found out later on that his prime ambition was to exploit the Jeet Kune Do, and he wasn't particularly all that interested in the acting and had not really studied it that much, though he was sufficient. His biggest problem was he had a very thick Chinese accent that was very hard to understand. And a lot of the lines that he read, people just couldn't understand them. So they slowly but surely took a lot of his lines away to where it was mostly he just did action stuff and whatever. He didn't understand how to film Kung Fu. And we just kind of let him run with it, and Benny and he got in some arguments about how to do it and this, that, and the other. Bruce always liked to work in real close, and he would occasionally hurt somebody. And so we went through a lot of stuntmen, a lot of them that didn't want to work on the show, you know. He couldn't understand that you could draw way back, and as long as somebody was doing, you know, throwing their head right or doing their backflips or whatever, that you didn't have to work in that close. The whole show was done in what's called low-key lighting, which it was very dark and very mysterious and everything else. Well, he was in black, and he would come into a scene and do all of this stuff, and he was just a blur, and these bodies were flipping all over everywhere to the point of where it got comical. And Bruce did not want to show, you know, Jeet Kune Do as comical at all. So we just let him run with it, and then we took him in one day to see the, you know, and we didn't let anybody know. We snuck in the back. We didn't allow, and of course there was a lot of people watching the dailies, you know, and they'd laugh. Well, Bruce was very upset about that, so he finally went to Benny and said, okay, I give up. I don't know what I'm doing. Tell me what to do. So we slowed him down. We backed him off. We did certain lighting things of where it showed his kicks and what we were doing, because most of the stuff we were just missing with the camera. He was so fast, and I never will forget one scene that they had of where he had to, I forget what it was, a guy came out of a closet or something and had a gun. And Bruce came in and he did a kick, spun in midair and kicked the guy's hand. He was supposed to kick the whole hand and the gun was supposed to go. He kicked and he kicked the guy's hand, and the gun the hand went away and the gun just hung there. He spun all the way around and kicked the guy in the stomach, and he caught the gun in midair and hit the guy with the gun in between his foot, and it really hurt the guy, you know, but the speed was just unbelievable.